What's going on YouTube? It's Knox Hill, and we're back with our reaction series. So today, man, it is Metal Mondays. It is finally time to welcome a band you guys have been highly requesting. It's none other than Avenged Sevenfold. Let's bring them to the channel for the first time. This is a track I've never ever heard before. It's none other than So Far Away. But before we get further, I want to give a quick shout out to the Patreon guys. Listen to exclusive reactions and content on there. A great way to support the channel directly, and the content that I put out, because I cannot monetize a lot of these reactions, is by supporting the Patreon. If you guys want to check it out, I'll put the links to it below. But anyways, know what we're here for. Avenged Sevenfold, step up to the plate. See what you got.
Never feared for anything, never shame but never free. A life that healed the broken heart with all that it could.
Wow, never feared for anything, never shamed, but never free at the same time. Wow, the depth to that statement. It's a poetic soul writing this right here. I love how we open up. You know, it's very mellow. It's not as like attack, adrenaline filled, aggressive as I expected. Let's see where we go with this. What is that, in the cars? We're rolling down memory lane, then we go back in time to when they were kids. That's pretty cool. Is that an Iron Maiden t-shirt I see too? Let's go.
Lived a life so endlessly, saw beyond what others see. I tried to heal your broken heart with all that I could. Will you stay? Will you stay away forever? How do I live without the ones I love? Time still turns the pages of the book, it's burned. Place in time, always on my mind. So much to say, but you're so far away.
Is this a long distance relationship, friendship? I have so much to say, but you're so far away. My only other thought is death, as we reflect on losing someone that we grew up with. Is that why we keep showing these childhood scenes? I mean, wow, there's some very deep, sad sentiments being echoed here. I don't have enough yet, though, to paint the full picture. So let's see where we go with this. But that line, will you stay away forever, makes me think of, why would you write forever into your lyricism unless you want to echo the sentiment of eternity? In essence, death. Oh, that was pretty interesting. Did you see how it was color right there? And then all of a sudden, like right there, on that guitar note, it just turned black and white. You know, like looking in the photographs, it kind of turns into that photographic image. That was interesting color grading. Color right here and then black and white. Huh. And there's a pretty cool harmony. Just like there, sort of atmospheric in the mix that adds this mellow, sort of reflective nature.
What our futures hold, foolish lies of growing old. It seems we're so invincible.
Plans of what our futures hold. Foolish lies of growing up. Yep, definitely. Oh, this just took a turn to a different place for me. You know, because when you're young, especially as kids, and you're playing and you make plans, what do you want to be when you grow up, and the things that you dream about, and that you feel like the whole world is there in front of you, and you have so much future, and you just don't know. At the end of the day, we're all mortal. You know, we all can die, and you never know when it is your time. Wow.
As of growing old, it seems we're so invincible. The truth is so cold. A final song, a last request.
It seems we're so invincible. Truth is so cold. I mean, it's so true. The innocence of childhood, but also like the bravado, right? That childhood has. You really do feel like you're untouchable. And then, woof, sometimes the real world just hits.
A final song, a last request. A perfect chapter laid to rest. Now and then I try to find a place in my mind where you can stay. You can stay away forever. How do I live without the ones I love? Time still turns the pages of the book. burn. Facing time, always on my mind. I have so much to say, but you're so far away. Sleep tight, I'm not afraid. The ones that we love are here with me.
Wow. This is heavy. I have so much to say, but you're so far away. So I had a really, really close friend who I grew up with, and you know, that was it. We had that childhood innocence, you know, we messed around, we became teenagers, we used to cut class and do stupid shit. And one day he was diagnosed with cancer, and he never smoked a day in his life, and he was diagnosed with lung cancer, of all things. And yeah, all of a sudden your world and your reality just shatters. Because you think, you know, when you're that young, you're 18 and you're dumb and you've got so much ahead of you, you don't realize how precious life is and can be. And so much of these sentiments, you know, you could tell it's like a letter to that lost friend, and a letter to that lost childhood almost, and what was. And I'm kind of losing my words here a little bit, because this is there's an electric guitar finally in the back of the mix. Like, I do love the choice to scale this back. You know, let's just focus on the simple, softer acoustic guitars, and really just let the singing and the message and the lyricism be the guidance to this one.
Here with me. Lay away a place for me. 'Cause as soon as I'm done, I'll be on my way.
Wow.
Should live eternally.
That was a beautiful time to introduce that electric guitar solo. And the thing I noticed about his voice is it's got a unique tone, doesn't it? It's kind of nasally, but he's got some power behind it, especially right there when he wanted to push it. And then those last lines, to live eternally, you know, because my time will be one day, your time will be one day too. And then we go into the great unknown and the great beyond and the great eternal from there. And hopefully we are reunited with the ones that we've lost along the way.
How do I live without the ones I love? Time still turns the pages of the book it's burned. Place in time.
That's a great line too. Time still burns the pages of the book it's burned.
Always on my mind, and the light you left remains, but it's so hard to stay when I have so much to say and you're so far away.
Hang on, but before this carries on,
And the light you left remains, but it's so hard to stay when I have so much to say and you're so far away.
I mean, there's some pain in those eyes, and there too. This is a very meaningful song to them as well. Oh, I just got chills. showing the emotion of this, but really quickly, it looks like we're paying homage to the drummer. And please don't tell me there's going to be like a rest in peace to the drummer, but you hear like the drums like way down, kind of muddied in the mix, like almost like a drum practice, right? Like you can hear it coming through the room upstairs. And then all of a sudden they kind of just came to the forefront there. And we're showing different vignettes from the drummer. Those are hell of lines, man. I love you. You were ready. I mean, is anybody ever ready? Until, what is it? Like he lets me see you again. And I take that as like a capitalized he, like God in heaven. He, and your hands are now untied. Like pain being taken away. Maybe he was really suffering. He was really going through a lot mentally. Did he commit suicide? Or... wow, because it just has a little bit of those darker sentiments, like a soul who was really suffering, and death was kind of a release. And there's this like final sentiment of him trying to, I guess, find a way to apply some sense to such a nonsensical situation, and just find some type of logic and some type of comfort in order to move forward personally. I take that as from his perspective, the singer's perspective, in writing it, you know, by having this sort of, these last four lines here. I love you, you were ready. Wow. Well, that just hit at a completely different level than I was expecting on this Monday. Raw, powerful, in tribute, amazing homage. That was on another level from Avenged Sevenfold. I was not ready for it. You were Knox Hill certified. Hope you guys liked today's video. Listen, guys, thanks for being here. If you really want to support the channel and me directly, subscribe, notifications on. It really, really does go a long way. I love you. Stay safe. Stay positive. You know, I'll catch you again for more of these. All right, guys. Take care.